Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, I'm in the kitchen, because the kitchen has some good lighting at the moment, and my room is freezing because the heat isn't working for my room, so, sorry. But anyway, today I'm filming a video about my piercings and my tattoos. They are tattoos, but I gave them to myself, so they're considered stick and pokes. If you don't know what a stick and poke is, it is a tattoo that you give yourself. You use real tattoo ink and you use a needle, and you basically just do it yourself. And in this video, I'm just going to be talking about pain tolerance, all that type of stuff. I don't have many piercings, and I don't have many stick and pokes, but I get a lot of questions about this kind of stuff, so I thought, why not talk about it? I'm going to tell you where I got them, how much it was, and all that type of stuff. So we're just going to start off with my piercings. We're going to start off with my first piercing to what I have now. My very first piercing, obviously, was my lobe piercings. I actually am stretching my ears. I'm at a 4 gauge right now, but my first piercings were my lobe piercings. Pain tolerance, it's not like a 1 or 2. I have a really high pain tolerance. It doesn't really bother me. But my ears, in general, are very extremely sensitive. If you know me, you will know that. My ears are very sensitive. But the actual lobe piercings, didn't hurt, like, at all. Probably because I was younger, but still, my ears are sensitive. My animals are out, so they're going to be roaming around the house. This is Roxy. This is my baby. I want to do like an animal tag or something. I have a lot of animals. No, don't drink my water. I'm gonna drink my drink. Anyway, okay, so I have my lobes. The next piercing that I got my nose pierced. I was 15 when I got my nose pierced. It was just pierced at a regular gauge. I got it done at Skin City in New Paltz. If you don't know where New Paltz is, it is in New York. And it was about 20 minutes away from my house. I paid $50 for it, but at the time they had to put a real, like a rhinestone in because my body is allergic to fake jewelry and it will reject. And I had to learn the hard way. I have lost a lot of piercings. I had my smiley pierced, which is your web right here, rejected because I didn't have real jewelry in it. All of my cartilage piercings, I had 4 cartilage piercings, all done at separate times. I had 2 at once and then 2 separate ones. They all rejected because it was jewelry. I've had this side of my nose pierced and it didn't reject, but it got very, very infected to the point where I was basically forced to remove it because of the pain. So yeah, it sucks because I do have to pay extra when I do go to the tattoo shop to get piercing, which really sucks. But yeah, so I got my nose pierced. I had this since I was 15. So the next piercing I got was my industrial bar. It looks like that. I just have different jewelry in it. When I first got it pierced, this was probably my second most painful piercing, my tongue topped all my piercings. This was by far the worst. But the top part, this part hurt the worst. The cartilage piercings are nothing to me. Like, cartilage piercings, it is a pinch, but this piercing was about a 8 out of 10. Oh, my nose piercing, I didn't rate that. It didn't hurt at all. It was like a 2 or 3 out of 10. My nose piercings, my facial piercings did not hurt. But the industrial bar did hurt, and it got infected a few times. I actually had to go to a tattoo shop that was by my house to get it looked at because I really felt like I have to take it out, and it really sucked. It's one of my favorite piercings. I'm in love with ear piercings. It really just sucks that my ears are so sensitive. But yeah, so I got this done in the Palisades Mall. If you don't know where that is, I think it's in Rochester. I don't know. It's like an hour and a half away from my house. But all the way on the top floor in the Palisades Mall, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, there is a tattoo and piercing shop. Yeah, so I walked in there thinking, like, I didn't go to the mall planning on getting a piercing, but I seen a tattoo shop, and I was like, hey, Ma, can I get a piercing? Because at the time I was 15, underage, you have to be 18 to sign for yourself. she was like, well, what do you want to get? And I didn't know what I wanted. I was just like, I want a piercing today. Today's the day. I want one. So I walked in there and I was just looking at all the jewelry and stuff they had, and I was asking. Then I seen like a bar, and I was like, what is that for? Like, I didn't know what industrial piercing was. And they were like, oh, da-da-da, it's like, it goes through your ear. And I was like, okay, yeah. I didn't think that the top would hurt as bad as it did. But it did. The healing process took about a year to start to actually heal. It's been a while since I got it, and it's still not healed yet. But it took about a year before I changed the jewelry. That's where, yeah, and it sucked. But I finally change the jewelry all the time. I have a lot of industrial bar jewelry, but I put that in a silver barbell, but it is a lot smaller. Because when it pierced, my phone cut out the video for some reason, just stopped recording. But if you do have your industrial bar, you will know that when they pierce it, they give you a very long bar because your ear is going to swell, like a lot. And my ear did get swollen, but I just changed it. Now I just have a smaller silver bar in there. I don't know if I'm like on the ear, but I just have a smaller silver bar. And then my most recent piercing is my tongue piercing. It just looks like this. I have my snake eyes pierced. Now, for this, I went to a piercer right next to my house. It's in walking distance. It's like right next to my house. I went there and I walked in there thinking I was just going to get my regular tongue pierced. And I really wanted my snake eyes, but I walked in there, I didn't know, because as you know, some piercing shops don't do snake eyes, some only do the basic piercings, some don't do smileys, some don't do septums, like some don't do eyebrows, some don't do certain piercings, because sometimes they're just not experienced enough, I guess, to actually do it. But I walked in there thinking they weren't going to be able to do my snake eyes, but they were able to. So I got that done. I actually got my nose pierced on this side at the same time, the one that got rejected. So I got my nose pierced first, didn't feel it. Nose piercings are nothing to me. And then my tongue. He didn't use a clamp, which was kind of odd because I kind of heard he was supposed to use a clamp. And if you really look at it, it is crooked because halfway through my tongue, I felt an extremely sharp pain, like extremely sharp. And I kind of moved my tongue, and it is crooked if you look at it. This side is up higher, which I don't mind if it's crooked. I know it's crooked, but most people I know, I'm not like, oh hey, my tongue piercing's crooked. No, I know it's crooked, but I don't mind it. This is by far one of my favorite piercings. Actually, my favorite piercing. But the pain tolerance was a 10 out of 10. It was the worst pain I have felt in a piercing, and I'm not sure how much money it was. I think it was 60 or 70, because the total came out to 110, because as I said, it was 50 for this side of my nose too because I needed the special jewelry, and it was $10 extra to get it to stay on your tongue instead of that way. So I'm pretty sure this one was 70 or 60. It was 60 plus I gave him a tip. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, that's all my piercings. I don't have piercings anywhere else. I do plan on getting a bunch more piercings. But when I do get more, I want to make an updated video, and I want to make an updated video on tattoos when I get more, because I plan on getting sleeves and my legs covered. I want to get a bunch of tattoos. Like, I want to be covered. But anyway, let's move on to my tattoos, or stick and pokes. What I use to give myself my stick and pokes, I use tattoo ink. You can use Indian ink, or Indian. You can use that. You can use, there's another brand that I'm not sure, but you can order it online. I found mine in Walmart, and it is in the art section. It is a bottle of liquid ink, and on the actual label it says India ink or Indian ink. I don't remember. I think it's India. Yeah, so it's called India ink, and I just used a needle, and I basically just sterilized the needle, used fire, alcohol, all that bullshit like you would use to sterilize a needle. And it was like freezing in this house, like the heat is just sucks. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the first ones I've ever given myself, and they're actually on, I have lipstick on my hand, they're actually on my hand, right here. Alright, this lighting. So I have a peace sign and a heart right here. It didn't really hurt right there. After you actually start giving yourself tattoos, you have something, you know, the whole area on your hand actually goes numb. Because you are constantly just stabbing yourself. Basically, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You are stabbing yourself, and your hand does go numb. But yeah, I have that one. And the one I have after that is this arrow right here. It's a tiny little arrow. I wanted to do the lines at the end, but I am getting this probably covered up because I don't like it. That's why when you are getting yourself a tattoo, if you do, make sure you want it there because I don't want this one anymore. And I plan on getting most of these actually covered up. So yeah, I have those, and then I have one on my finger. It's just a little arrow. It is fucked up, but I like how it is a little crooked. It makes it look unique. But yeah, all me and my two best friends have this. The next two, which are my last two, my best friend gave to me. This one is, I have to get fixed at the end because it is fading. It is an Aries symbol because I am Aries. So it's just that. And then the last one I have is on my knee. And everybody hates this tattoo. And it is understandable why. Because it is permanent. And I have the word die tattooed on my knee. I was super high and I gave it to myself, but it is probably my favorite tattoo. I can try to show it to you. It's right here. It literally just says die. It faces me, but in the camera you can see it. But it's facing me. So yeah, that is that. But yeah, this is it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I kind of wanted to make it short and sweet and simple, but the video is kind of long. So if you guys stayed to the end of this video, kudos to you. Like, I actually love you. But yeah, so comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you want. You don't have to, like I always say, do what you want. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!